On the company side, we have Mr. Satish Kumar T. He is the chairman and managing director of Milky Mist. Few people have also given him the moniker. He is the Paneer Man of India. Started at 16 at the age of that, and it's been 35-36 years that he's been like an evangelist taking up that cause of paneer. We also have Dr. K. Ratnam. He's the whole-time director and the CEO of Milky Mist. We have Mr. Biswajit Misra. He's the Chief Financial Officer of Milky Mist. We have Mr. Nitin T.S., the next generation from Milky Mist Dairy Food. From the BR lens, we have Ms. Pooja Jain, Vice President ECM, JM Financial Limited. We have Mr. Pinak Bhattacharya, President IIFL Capital Services Limited, and we have Shantanu Sinha, the Managing Director, Consumer Coverage, Access Capital Limited. And so before we proceed, let's play the video.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of JM Financial, the entire syndicate and the management team, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the press conference of Milky Mist, a company we have watched grow for years and are proud to bring to the public markets today. Let me tell you why it is different. Among companies with a revenue scale of more than 1,500 crores in India, Milky Mist is the fastest growing packaged food company in the country, growing at a CAGR of 31.26% from fiscal year 2024 to 2026. That's not just a one-year spike. That's sustained compounding growth built on a simple idea, focus on the value-added dairy products, the premium end of the market, and do it better than anyone else. This is a company that shows up on the Indian table all day, every day, right from breakfast to dinner. Three things define Milky Mist. First, scale with speed. They are the fastest growing packaged food company in India with an established brand equity and category leadership across multiple products. Second, manufacturing doesn't cut corners. Robotic paneer lines, automated cheese making, spray dried whey powder units, automated UHT and ice cream and curd lines with end-to-end automation. This isn't automation for its own sake. It's automation in service of one thing: consistency, batch after batch, city after city. Third, leadership that stayed to the course. This is a founder-led business backed by a professional management team that has spent over years proving its execution ability in one of the most demanding categories in food. Now I'd like to touch upon the offer details. The price band of the IPO is 133 to 140 per share. The IPO size is 1,553 crores. The structure is of fresh issue, which is 1428 crore, and an OFS of 125 crore. The implied market cap at the upper end of the price band is approximately 10,778 crores. The anchor bidding opens and closes on 10th of August. The issue opens on 11th of August and closes on 13th August. The listing will be on BSE and NSE, and it will be around 18th August. We look forward to strong investor engagement, a successful listing, and a new chapter of growth for Milky Mist. I will now invite Satish and the management team to walk you all through the presentation. Thank you.
It's an honor and a great pleasure to be here. We welcome you all for the media gathering here with the Milky Mist IPO. Shortly, I will share my experiences in Milky Mist. I started this company 34 years before. It's a paneer is our flagship product. I came out with a paneer in paneer. If you take paneer, is a predominantly it's a North Indian product, and we made paneer in a small scale those days in '93 with a small scale, and then over the period paneer become a popular product in South, and then we came out with the along with the paneer we introduced all other products. So many products with the related products like paneer, with the cold chain, with the butter, ghee and cheese, and then we came out with the extension of the product with ice cream, sweetened condensed milk. Is how we came out with the new products. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of Milky Mr. Satish and management, I welcome all of you to this press conference for the Milky Mist IPO listing process. And as Mr. Satish said, I would like to take all of you through how Milky Mist has evolved from a small, a one-room kitchen today where we are at 100 acres of land. So I just run through the. I'm not going to bombard you with all the presentations or the slides and everything. I just give you how Milky Mist evolved from a non-existent to one of the largest premium manufactured products company in India today. As he rightly said, he started, Milky Mist was earlier as a milk trading company. Mr. Satish's father, who was trading the milk, buying and selling milk, buying from the local area in and around Europe, which is a famous city, and selling, transporting to Bangalore. That's how he started. And as you know, most of the time, milk trading is not this is a very risky business. It is not a profitable making business all the time. And Satish, he joined his father's business at the age of 17. And while going through from plant along with the milk traveling to Bangalore, he had an opportunity to see and interact with some of the hoteliers at that point of time, and they were asking Mr. Satish whether he can make a product like paneer, because otherwise in Bangalore, South is not a paneer manufacturing place, unlike the other parts of the country. Paneer was predominantly coming from either Mumbai or from Delhi to Bangalore for the hotels and the usages. So that's how we started with a smaller experimentation making paneer, and that became a kind of a mainstay product. So starting from paneer, registering the brand as a Milky Mist in 1998, and slowly over a period of next 10 years from mid 1990s until 2010, we kept on expanding a small products like starting with the paneer. Then when you make paneer, you come out with a little bit of more fat. So what you do with it, launching ghee, then butter. Then slowly, then we were a little bit of at a crossroads, because when you make paneer, when you make butter, you need to have also the cold storage. Otherwise, it was becoming difficult because you are not able to manage the product quality till it reaches to the consumer's point. So Milky Mist came out with an innovative idea of providing the visi-coolers to the doorsteps of the retailers. So that was one of the turning point as far as Milky Mist history is concerned. The business turnaround, what you would say, because we had the chiller sitting at the visi-coolers sitting at the retailer point. We had an opportunity to retain the quality of the product what we manufactured, and also extend the product's category beyond paneer and butter. So gradually, over a period of time, we keep on expanding the products. We added in a small way cheese variants like mozzarella and processed cheese, milkshakes, the yogurts, a basic category of yogurts. So between 2010 and 2015-16, we kept on adding these products to make it as a small portfolio of the category. And we were also one of the first company in the food sector, because since we have provided the visi-coolers to the retailers, our prime responsibility is to ensure that the products are reaching to the retail point. And
during those days into the early 2000, in the early 2000 and all those things, we were more largely depending on the third-party operators. So even though we have the chiller sitting at the retail point, how do we ensure that the product from the factory to the retail touch points is retained its quality? So that's how we came out with, as a first company, we introduced the cold chain logistics, owned and operated by the company. So all those things have happened, and the demand for paneer was getting more and more attention from the South Indian consumers. Yeah, so all know that South Indian consumers are not familiar with it's not the core product on daily basis. It is the people who came and settled, who came from some other parts of the country and settled there, started buying paneer, and now it has become a kind of a mainstream product as far as the South Indian diet cuisine is concerned. It is no more a lifestyle product, it is the basic product of the kitchens of India. And when the paneer volumes are growing, the product's demand was growing. So we were operating at 1 acre of land earlier. And there was a need which was felt that whether we should move to the next level and set up the state-of-the-art plant. So the initial stage we bought something like 17 acres of land. We started setting up the new automatic paneer plant, and in order to handle the whey which comes out of the paneer, we also started setting up the whey powder plant. So all those things, the first expansion happened between 2016 and 2019, 18 and 19. All the first plant came into completely fully operational in 2019. And from 2019 and 2025 or 24, we sat across that we wanted to become a national brand. So what is left? You can't go to the market with one or two products. We need to have a kind of a basket of products. So what products are absent in our portfolio? What kind of technologies we require? So we wanted to be well ahead of the competition, bring in the latest technologies with the higher capacities so that we can meet the growing demand of the consumer. So during this period, between 2019 and 2023, we kept on introducing the product range within the dairy sector. So be it the paneer, be it the cheese, yogurts, high protein categories, Greek yogurt, skyr, milkshakes, you name any product within the dairy category, we kept on building the product portfolio. Now today, we have got 22 product categories with more than 600 SKUs. And a basket of products starting from breakfast table to dinner table. We are also present in across our products, not only the basic requirements of the products, but our products there are products which are purely for indulgence. There are products which are purely for the health segment, nutritional requirements. There are products which are kind of an on-the-go product like a milkshake. So we have a product category for every need, for every set of population, for every set of the population strata, and for every set of kitchen requirements. So we have now the entire product category, and that gives us an advantage as compared to the entire the dairy sector to be as a market presence across the cities. So while we are expanding the market categories, product categories, we also, because earlier we were mostly confined with South, because we didn't have the capacities. As we kept on expanding our production capacities and product categories, then we started moving away from South into other parts of the country. We started building the infrastructure, started building market infrastructure, adding more and more of distributors, retail touch points. Now today we are present almost in more than 22 states and 5 union territories across the country. And we also have started expanding our marketing activities where we are not present. Okay. So we are also present, we are not only present in a particular trade channel, but Milky Mist products are available in all the trade channels. Be it the retail trade, that is the kirana stores, be it the modern trade, okay, be it the quick commerce and e-commerce platforms. We are also present on an institutional category, not that the biggest one, but the HoReCa segment, what we call it as hotels, restaurants, and the cafes. And small portion of our revenue comes from the whey powder manufacturing. I must tell you one thing here, that having developed the entire range of products, we remain as a value-added product company. We are not selling pouch milk at all. Not a single liter of milk is sold as milk. So we are not in pouch milk category. We are only in the product category, and that gives us a kind of a competitive advantage and go-to-market strategy to become a pan-India brand. As I told you, Milky Mist is first on many accounts. Number one, we were the first, the company to manufacture paneer in a packaging format. Okay. That is number one. We were the first one to set up a fully automatic paneer plant, and today our paneer manufacturing capacity is about 190 tons per day, which is the largest in India under one single roof. Okay, so that's one. We are the first one to provide the visi-coolers to the retail touch points. Ice cream manufacturers are giving the freezers, but the freezers are not, you cannot keep the chilled products in the freezers. So we were the first company in this segment to provide visi-coolers to the retailer point. We are the first company to have our own, the transportation, the logistics network, starting from collecting milk from the villages, taking it to the factory, and from factory to the retail touch points under the cold chain logistics operation. Milky Mist has got leadership positions on certain areas, like we are the largest manufacturer of the paneer. We are having about 19% market share across the country as far as the paneer is concerned. Our market share in South is more than 60% as far as the paneer is concerned. We are again one of the fastest growing segment as far as the cheese is concerned. We have got about 7% of market share, and most of our products are the premium products, and we are the largest manufacturers again as far as the Greek yogurt and Spire and high protein categories are concerned. And our products are premium in nature, but at the same time reach mass production and mass category things. Apart from that, whatever we have done so far, we have also taken care of the environmental needs. We are the first company, to have, we are as on today, I'm talking about as on today, we are a green energy company. About 41 megawatt power is generated for the captive consumption from solar and wind energy. About 70% of the water requirement, because daily the factory is a water intensive unit, about 70% of the water required for operations is again regenerated from the milk, because milk is nothing but 80%, more than 80% is water, other than the solids and the fat. So we take that water back into the system. We treat that as a potable water, take back into the system. So more than 70% of our water requirement is met, and so we are going towards kind of a power neutral and water neutral company. And we use artificial intelligence. We use a lot of apps to generate data, to gather and generate data, not only from the farmer side, but also from the retail and consumer segments. Okay, so we get tons and tons of data for every day on daily basis. That gives us an ability to analyze, to forecast what the consumer, the trend, the consumption pattern, the product movement, and the demand which is coming up from the consumer. So that gives us a clear advantage to be present well ahead of any other competitors. One point I would like to mention, that whatever the milk we receive is directly coming from the farmers. They are financially included, which means that whatever the payments we are making, it directly gets into their account. There is no middleman as far as milk procurement is concerned. So this is a short about about Milky Mist, and my colleague Mr. Bisu will take you through the financials and the key strengths of our Milky Mist. Thank you now.
Good evening, welcome all. So I will take you through financials. Like Dr. Rattan said, we are one of the India's fastest growing packaged food company, and why and why we are saying fastest growing? Because our growth for last several years, in fact, if you can look at FY23 to FY26, we have grown 31% against our peer, which is presented here. You can see we are doubling our growth as compared to our peer. So, and the profitability is also on higher side. So we are, in terms of profitability, in terms of revenue growth, we are doing the best along with peers. That is where we claim we are the fastest growing packaged food company. Now coming to the growth is coming 31%, and we are growing very strongly. And the profitability is also, because of the scale, it is adding up every quarter. So that is how Milky Mist is actually facing the business. And Milky Mist is looking at the growth, looking at the profitability, looking at the kind of premium positioning what we have, and the kind of realization per liter of milk what we have. We have the leverage of adding more profitability, more cash to the business. That is how we are. And if you look at our business market share, today 19% is in organized package paneer in India, 5% organized package cheese in India, and 13% organized yogurt market in India, and 35 to 40% market share in organized Greek yogurt in India. 12% southern regions organized cheese segment, and 7% in southern India for organized curd. So these are all market share which we all know this market is too big, and this percentage looks maybe in 20s or 30s, but these are all big numbers. That number shows the growth of Milky Mist. That numbers and that numbers what we put as a revenue, that gives the growth what we actually are putting forward. This growth comes, and this is very important point to understand along with the growth. If you look at the capacity built up of Milky Mist, is phenomenally well. If you look at the capacity what we are doing here, FY25 versus FY26, and we had a situation where paneer capacity was more than 100%, and we have augmented the capacity. And today, if you look at this slide shows cheddar capacity is adjusted, but we have also augmented cheddar capacity. Now cheddar capacity is under control. With paneer capacity under control and cheddar capacity becoming under control this year, we have enough capacity to grow. So this is very important for us to understand. Milky Mist today standing with all the capacity available, all the market available, and growth is actually just coming because of this capacity built up for cheddar. To run this business, I think IT is very backbone of our company, and we believe in IT and automation. We have a robust IT system, and everything is automated. You can see from this slide, all the milk operation, all the milk or milk production operation have been automated not only through an ERP system, but also enabled system like extended SaaS system, extended softwares which are linked to our ERP to do much more analytical decision-making tools. So we are equipped with all the decision-making tools today, so that our decision-making is faster, and there is no time we waste to take right decision and grow further. Like I said, our revenue, which is 31,384 million here, I will tell in crore, 3,138 crores, which has grown from 2,350 crores last year, which is 4% growth. And if you look at our revenue from operation itself, you can see the peer and our, that is where we are actually testing ourselves, and that is how we are doing. All the key parameters of financials, yes, last year, as you all know, there was a GST 2.0, there were milk price increases. We had limitation of shifting price to the consumer, so we had a drop in margin of 0.8%. But having drop in margin, understood the business very well, how to lever our profitability. We have grown in our profitability, 13.2%, it has given 13.9%. So the challenge behind milk price or price increase shifting to consumer was not impacted our profitability. And my asset turn, like I showed the capacity slide, there you should also understand my asset turn. My asset turn is just steadily improving. 1.91 has become 2.14. This is a very good sign of our capacity built up and its utilization. Industry overview, I will skip it for all of you just to show you and pass through. I have spent some time on this. I think you all may be knowing this, but value-added dairy product segment is growing, which is outperforming. And if you look at the slide here, milk in the dairy business, we have two segments. One is milk, another is value-added product. Milk is reducing and value-added product is growing. So that is a good signal for the Milky Mist, because Milky Mist is the only value-added dairy product company in India today, and the segment is growing, and we will be the first mover advantage in the industry. And another point here to understand, if you look at the growth of this industry, it is on an average 15 to 20%. So and there are another point of unorganized to organized. If you look at the first line of paneer market is only 5% in India today. So the scope for paneer itself is 95% for Milky Mist. And the kind of media news, whatever we are hearing, analog, paneer and all, and now the GST disparity was there between 0 and 5%, that is also not there now. And the kind of FSSI regulations which are actually stepping in. And we believe that the unorganized sector or the non-packaged sector is going to slowly reduce, and it will all convert to organized. And Milky Mist, being the first player in the country, will have the highest advantage. And these are all industry reports. I don't think we should spend time on this. I'm just scrolling through because there are nothing, everything is covered in different discussions. These things are already covered. It will be repetition if I say anything on this.
Thank you for the company management for the presentation. That was awesome. We now move on to the